Hi everyone! Thank you so much for watching our workshop video this weekend. The first part of our video, Claire Wickersham is going to come on and just explain a little more in-depthly about Read, Lead, Achieve and how we should be talking about our philanthropy to P&Ms, as well as going over all of the things that we're able to do this semester with Read, Lead, Achieve. And in the second part of our video, we're going to have Kat Ogle and Macy Knorr come on and talk about how to rush with intentionality and friendship at the center, and I hope that this is a fun and educational video for y'all. Thank you.
Hi everyone, my name is Claire Wickersham and I'm the Director of Philanthropy for Pi Phi. I wanted to come on here and share a little bit more about what Read, Lead, Achieve is and how we can explain that to P&Ms during the rush process. So first of all, Read, Lead, Achieve is our philanthropy. It is a reading enrichment program that we get to partner with and raise funds for. And we get to, through Read, Lead, Achieve, partner with local elementary schools and go into their schools and read with kids that are pre-K through third grade. And this just allows us to be able to help them out with a little bit extra reading help that they may need. Because 1 in 4 children in America end up growing up without the ability to read, and Pi Phi believes that reading is the foundation of an education, and education is a way that we can help them later on in life and help them to succeed. And so it's super important, and it's awesome that we get this opportunity to go partner with these schools. And so basically what we get to do as Pi Phi here at Baylor is we partner with a school called South Waco Elementary and Carver Middle School. And so first at South Waco Elementary we do our program called Champions Our Readers, or CAR. And so that's where we get to be paired with a buddy in third grade and go into the school and read with them and just help them with supplemental reading, just to help them with any sort of problems they may have. And so this semester that obviously looks different, but what we're doing is we're still able to do CAR over Zoom. So we get to zoom into their classroom as they're eating lunch and read a book to them, and then ask them questions, answer questions, just get to talk to them. So even though it's not in person, that's what we get to do this semester and still get to partner with South Waco Elementary in that. And we also get to be pen pals with them instead of CAR buddies, and so we write to them once or twice a month. So it looks a little bit different than normal, but we still get to be buddies with them and help them with reading, and just continue to foster that love of reading for the kids. And also for Carver, we get to go to, normally we get to go to their after school program called ACE, and we will help them with any homework that they may have. Most of the time it's STAR testing practice. And so again, this is just helping them with some supplemental education that they will be able to do well in the STAR test and be able to do well in school. And so we get to just go play games with them and also help them with their homework. And this year that also looks different, but we are able to do little workshops of little classes that we are interested in. I like cheerleading and dance. We get to zoom in and teach them a little bit about that, or art, or anything that we may want to. We're zooming in and teaching them a little class, so we get to see their faces still, even if it's over Zoom. And I think what makes Pi Phi's philanthropy unique across the board is that we really get to focus on fostering relationships with these kids. And so just in my personal experience, being able to go to Carver and have a CAR buddy, you really get to see that same kid every week and just build a relationship with them, which is the most important thing, because they appreciate so much more someone who's teaching them if they know that person and if they're friends with that person. And it's so cool to be able to invest in their lives and just get to know them across the year and the semester, whenever you're buddies with them and when you go to CAR. And so I love philanthropy because I think that Pi Phi does a really great job of being relational with these kids and pouring back into the Waco community through CAR and Carver. And so yeah, that's basically what we can talk about when we talk to P&Ms, is just that we're passionate about helping kids be able to read and helping them learn how to love reading and how that can impact their education. and also build relationships with them and be able to share our lives with them as well. And most importantly, I always go back to this, but an older Pi Phi once told me that we can use Pi Phi as a platform to glorify the Lord, and this is the way that we can do that because we're reaching out to the kids in the Waco community and are able to pour into them and just share with them about what we believe. And I think that is the coolest thing about our philanthropy as well. And so yeah, I hope this helps with whenever people ask you about questions about our philanthropy. Reach out if you have any other questions.
Hey y'all, pause the video right now with my face on the screen, and you're going to take a selfie with your computer screen and submit it through Omega One as your attendance. So when you go to Omega One for workshop this weekend on Sunday, you're going to hit submit excuse and upload the picture. Thank you.
You ready?
Yeah.
Hey guys, my name is Kat,
And I'm Macy.
and we are just here to talk to you guys about Rush and pursuing friendship and being intentional with girls. And we wanted to open up with a verse that we thought of, and that is Hebrews 10:24. And let us consider how we may spur one another on toward love and good deeds. Yeah, that was just what came to our heart when we were thinking about how to love on girls and how to be intentional and just pursue friendship.
So we were just kind of just talking and like praying about it, but just like remembering that like in any sort of like recruitment, like just viewing any girl as a friend over like a potential new member is just honestly so important, and I think just like reflects like the true like heart of like Pi Phi, because like it's not like a matter of, you know, the letters you're wearing that makes you like unique and like a loved like girl, but that you get to pursue them as a friend first, and just like remembering like how you view them now like really does like make it like easier to be like happy for them later, because truly like I think we all want the best for any girl that we might like want in Pi Phi, but truly like if we're gonna be happy for them wherever they end up, whether they rush, whether they not, like whatever it may be, like just knowing that they're friend first, that'll just make it like easier and like make them feel loved and valued for being like uniquely them. And
another reminder that I think is just super good to remember is that a P&M is not a possession. As much as we want to say like our girl, like this is the girl that I'm really pouring into, like before she is our girl or like mine, she is a sister in Christ. She is a child of God. And I think if we remember like who they are first, that is just a good reminder to be like, I want the whole chapter pursuing these people. Like I want her to just be loved on, just remembering their identity before thinking like, oh, that's mine, because then it's not like possessive or competitive. It's just like a friendship that like you just want to continue to pour into and love on.
Yeah, and just like remembering like every single girl matters. Like there's gonna be girls that are very well known and that like, you know, just people know through certain connections, but make sure every girl, like no matter if you run into her on the street corner and you just randomly meet her, like make her feel so loved, because everyone deserves to like feel valued and pursued, even if they like have no interest in, you know, whatever like Pi Phi or whatever it may be.
Even
like
if
you
they're
can
not
make
rushing.
you can make them feel so loved for just being them, and I think that is truly like the heart of like you know, Pi Phi and just where we should be going.
And that reflects Pi Phi of just being like not only loving to the people that are like rushing or are like the well-known people, but just like loving everyone that you come in contact with and like valuing them as a child of God and a sister in Christ. And then something that I'm just like constantly encouraged by is Macy's friendship with me. Freshman year just like clicked with Macy, and she just continued to like invite me in on things that she was doing, whether it was like going to Target or like going to get Oh My Juice or treating herself after a big chemistry lab. Like Macy just continued to pour into me and pursue a friendship, and it never felt forced or like never felt like a rush date. And so when you're hanging out with girls, just like you can invite them on things that you're doing. If you're going to church and like want a pal, invite them. If you're going to Target running some errands, be like, hey, I'm going to Target, like you want to come? And that makes it less of like a pressure, but more of like a friendship of like, hey, this is what I'm doing, like would love for you to jump in. And even if it's a text and they say no, like you're still like pursuing them, and like to receive a text of like, hey, I'm doing this and wanted to invite you, like you feel so valued when you receive a text of somebody just wanting to hang out with you. And so like just you can be creative with the ways that you hang out with them, like go to Cameron Park Zoo, or like watercolor in Cameron Park, or go rollerblading. Like there's so many things that can be fun, and like ways that we can love on girls. It's not as pressure of like making it a rush date, but just being like, hey, I just want to pursue a friendship with you, and continuing to pour in rather than being like, okay, I'll text them once and then be done, but being like, oh, like I really just enjoyed them, and like I just want to continue to pursue them. And so yeah, I'm just encouraged by Macy in the way that she did that with me, and just like think that we can do that with these girls too. So
Yeah, and we just wanted to like take a second to just encourage all of Pi Phi, because truly like this year is unlike any other year, and like it's been really cool just to watch like workshops and see just the like creativity. I think like in like scenarios where things might not be how we want them, it can go like, you know, one of two ways. Like people stop trying or people try harder, and I just think everyone's been like just going above and beyond to just make it special, make it fun, make people feel loved, and it really does show. And so I've been super encouraged by just getting to see that, and getting to see just the creativity, because truly like that is the heart of Pi Phi. Is like we just like want to have fun, we want to bring in girls, love them, make them feel known, and that's why I love Pi Phi. So
yeah, and MC20 just like so spurred on by you guys, so encouraged, and like let's encourage each other too as we like pour into girls. Like let's spur one another on. If you see somebody like do something creative and fun on a workshop, like send them a text, and let's value each other as we're like going through this process with it already being crazy with Zoom. Like let's continue to love one another as we're pursuing these girls, and just continue to be in amazement of just each and every single one of you. So thank you guys for just being awesome, and just continue. So proud of y'all.